Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here. It is undeniable that Weta Workshop is the king of the Lord of the Rings collectibles. They've been producing stuff for years and people love what they produce. Many collectors, they only collect Weta Workshop and they only collect things for the Lord of the Rings. Now, this year they are releasing, well, they showcase some stuff at the San Diego Comic-Con virtual, different statues, amazing stuff, but there was one that was beyond words. It was for the Masters Collection, Thranduil The Woodland King, and now it's on pre-order. So in this video today, we're gonna look at this piece. We're gonna really break down the information, good and bad, and I'm gonna let you know what I think in the end, if you need to add this to your collection or not. So in the next couple of minutes, stay tuned.
Each year we strive to improve on
Richard Taylor,
by creating
we are going to look at the trailer first of this piece, and then of course we're gonna go to the website. I'm gonna look at the information there.
Continues on that fine tradition.
Weta Workshop presents Masters Collection, Thranduil The Woodland King from The Hobbit.
For me, this is a very special one because it's the first in the Masters.
It is an amazing piece.
From The Hobbit. This moment in the movie, this character, the actor that played this character.
This one is a
very
1/6
special
scale.
place in these films. This piece has been an incredible collaboration amongst a large group of people, as is always the case with any of the statues that we create here. But with Thranduil, Stephen Saunders has taken the lead. And
look at that, man. That piece is huge for a 1/6 scale. That base, that throne is amazing. And I'm not really a fan of throne statues, but this one merits it. You know, this whole concept merits it.
Demonstrates is that he understood the nature of this character.
Daniel Falconer, this is the art director.
The way I think of the statue is the whole thing is super arrogant.
He's super talented. I think he was the one that did the piece from last year.
The design of the throne.
The one with the buggy and the horse. That was an amazing piece as well.
Sculpture is big and arrogant.
Man, I really love the concept here.
This is one of the first times where I was able to follow the sculpture through all the stages of the making, from sculpture to mold making and casting and painting.
Having Stephen involved from start to finish on this collectible meant that there was a great continuity of creative vision, and I think in any statue that helps give it a greater level of integrity.
It's extremely important to us to get all
Look
the
at that.
details.
I love the combination of, in this case, the digital and then of course traditional.
True to the original set that it was based on.
Like most of our Middle-earth statues, we have the luxury of a lot of reference material. In this case, we had set plans, we had models, and we had hundreds of photographs from the set.
We also went down to the archives and pulled the actual costumes so we can reference the fabrics and the textures, the patterns and the colors.
Man, love that.
The sculpting process on
The texture looks so natural.
Really interesting because Stephen's a model maker and a sculptor, and as a sculptor he works both in plasticine and also in pixels.
Whether we do things digitally or physically, we still always want to have it feel very detailed.
Man, this video came out last week. Well, it was, I think it was showcased a few months back, but
Stephen began sculpting the piece digitally. After all the digital work was done and we had a 3D printed prototype, he went in and resurfaced almost every element physically. What that gave us was handcrafted quality alongside the precision of a digital sculpture.
Man, he's a craftsman for sure.
All the surfaces of the sculpture, the tree,
Look at that.
The steps, the antlers, the floor and the wall. I felt like they
Man, he's an
interesting
artist.
with lots of detail, lots of contrast.
Mad respect for the work he
Stephen
does.
has achieved quite a dynamic range of different textural treatments in this statue. It has areas that are very organic.
Look at that.
rough. There are other areas that are incredibly smooth and glossy.
And the guard right
There
there,
are
man.
metallic sections to it. There are some areas that are matte.
The elf
some
right
that are
there.
polished.
Oh man, it's amazing the work they put on.
Something that is very rich and varied. One of the things I think is really cool about the statue is a collector has the option to display it either with or without Thranduil on the throne. And this is done with the thought being that many of our collectors enjoy the large environments that we make. And by taking Thranduil out of the throne, you get to really appreciate the beauty of the design of the throne itself.
Nice touch.
Stephen's incredible artistic abilities, his focus on detail combined with the collective energy and expertise
Man.
of our team has elevated.
I gotta be
this
honest,
piece
you know, they have done amazing work. Last year's it was amazing,
and certainly one
but I
that
think this year
celebrate.
this piece is taking the whole collection to another level. This is the 4th piece in the collection. I think this is the best so far, and it seems that every year they outdo themselves. It's just amazing what they are accomplishing as a company. All right, now I'm at the website, and I will have the link in the description for those who are interested and want to come and take a look. And it's already on pre-order. There's a few things they have on pre-order right now. Stuff that for this mini epics, it's something that they're producing. There are very small pieces. I think this is for sale now. It's already out. You know, pretty much this is vinyl, so it's very, you know, it's kind of cool, kind of cartoony. But they have the Gandalf the Grey Pilgrim. This is part of the 1/6 scale piece, 349. Also a showcase at the virtual San Diego Comic Con. They have the Ring Raid of Mordor, 349. Also, these are 1/6. These are huge. And then they have the Gandalf the White. This is part of the, I think this is a 1/8 scale if I'm not mistaken, which I think the price is good. $119.99 for this. Is Figures of Fandom. Love the detail on this one. Yeah, it is 1/8. This is, all this of course are 3D render models. Very nice piece. Definitely, I think when it comes about this type of things, they do everything that has to do with Lord of the Rings. That's what they concentrate on. But this is the piece that we want to look. The Masters Collection, Thranduil The Woodland King, and you can pre-order. So we're gonna look at it. And here is, now this is the thing. This is the most expensive I think so far they have produced. Some of the ones that they produce, the last two were expensive, but I think the price on this one is even more expensive. And of course it's a 1/6 scale, and sometimes people might think, well, this is too much money for a 1/6 scale, but the dimensions of this piece, this is pretty much a meter in diameter, whether it's in height, whether it's in pretty much in the width and the depth. It's going to take a lot of real estate. This is a huge piece. Now there are payment plans that they're offering. You can pay from payments of $399.86, which definitely is also steep, but the option is there. The limited edition of this is going to be only 400 pieces. They already have a low stock, so if you're interested on this, you need to jump on it right away. But before we get into the pictures, we're gonna read some of the description, some of the information here. Designed for discerning collectors, our Masters Collection represents the pinnacle of Weta Workshop craftsmanship. Embodied in each of these extraordinary statues, you'll find an exacting attention to detail, materials of the highest quality, the latest technology meshed with the finest handcraft, a reverence for the source material that can only come from artists who have lived Middle Earth for over 20 years. More than collectibles, these are sculptures of fine art. Now the dimensions, as you can see right there, is 41.33 inches by 39.37 inches by 36.22 inches, so it's pretty much all similar. And now in centimeters, you're talking about 105 centimeters, which is over a meter. 100 centimeters, which is a meter, and 92 centimeters. So this is huge all around. This is not a small piece at all. Of course, because of the whole base, the whole concept. Steven Saunders, he is the artist, fantastic artist. I love his craft. And here on the features of the Master Collection, you got, this is of course the number 4, our largest 1/6 scale collectible yet, extremely limited edition. We saw that. Principal sculptor Steven Saunders, assistant sculptor Yorkie Yu, polystone and fiberglass, amber effect cracks on stairs and silver paint on base. Removable trundle and guard can be displayed as an unpopulated environment, based on original concept art for the film, on-set reference, and original costume. And there's the video right there. Steven's incredible artistic abilities, his focus on detail, combined with the collective energy and expertise of our team, has elevated this piece to what it is. Richard Taylor, co-founder and creative director. Now, created Thranduil The Woodland King, is sculpted by Weta Workshop artist Steven Saunders and towering at a meter in height with a width to match. Thranduil The Woodland King represents the largest 1/6 scale statue Weta Workshop has ever created. Look at this piece. Look at everyone standing right next to it. This is huge. This is gonna take a lot of real estate, you know, because of the width. This is an amazing piece. I would say if you are a collector of the Lord of the Rings, definitely this is going to be one that you need to consider, even though it's part of the Hobbit, which is in reality it's a part of the whole pretty much franchise. It is just amazing. Look at that, the detail. Not only he did the 3D, like as we saw in the video, the 3D modeling he went and retouched everything and pretty much carved a lot of stuff in it. So it has that natural feel as well. So this is just a masterpiece for sure. And there's a lot of information that is provided there. This is pretty much a photograph of some of the stuff they use. I think this is the guard right there. Nice paint, if you can see. And of course, there's some of the detail there, as you can see, the textures and all the information. Now the thing is this, they don't know the price of this for this case. The shipping says, given the scale of the statue, we're unable to immediately estimate an accurate shipping cost. This will be calculated once we receive the final weight and dimensions from the manufacturer approximately 6 weeks prior to delivery. Shipping will show at the checkout as spending until then. In the meantime, we've done our best to get an estimate on shipping, dimensions, and weight based on our paint master. We'll aim to ship Thranduil the Woodland King in 2 boxes. Okay, so this is gonna cost you, not only you're gonna end up paying the almost $3,000 for the piece, you're also probably gonna end up paying another $2,000 in shipping, you know, with all the stuff that happens in the world right now, which is not good news. So this is gonna come out in the end for some people almost to the $4,000, $5,000 pretty much price tag. Yeah, it's expensive, but definitely this is really a masterpiece. And the best so far. And we're gonna look at the pictures here, as you can see. Wow, look at all the detail there, man. Even the likeness of the character, the actor, is just there. Love the paint job, the carving in the wood. That's terrific. That guard, man, it's just the detail, the base. This is a terrific piece. And here you have in this picture a close-up. You can see him. You know, I love what they did. The sculpture in him is good. You can see that in his face. We come closer in these pictures. Look at that detail. The eyes, the paint job is good too. And there's not really, I would say, there's not many different crazy colors. It's just pretty much the colors that they use in the film. Now we're looking at this guard. Look at that. The shield, so much detail there. So much elven detail. It's amazing. It's amazing what actually Weta is doing here. Look at the leaves there. That's nice. But then again, you know, when you think that Prime 1 is gonna really pretty much take the throne, when it comes about the Lord of the Rings collectibles, then Weta comes back and showcases why they're the best and why they're at the top, you know. And this has nothing to do with scales, because sometimes people think, well, scale matters. Yes, it matters for, you know, in some cases, but a perfect 1/6 scale piece with much detail like this and much presence like this, it's just as amazing as a 1/3 scale piece. And some people will disagree with me, and I'm okay with that. You know, but in my experience, seeing these pieces, looking at them over the years, seeing so many different pieces over the years at different scales, some I own, some I didn't, but I saw with friends or I see in different places. I'm telling you, a well-designed piece, regardless of the scale, that is done properly, will surpass anything that doesn't have as much quality, even if it's bigger. And of course, there's going to be some difference with in this case, with the final product. Of course, you know, when you compare a master replica with a final product, there's always going to be some, I would say, decline in quality. But for the most part, Weta does fantastic job. Look at that, his face, the eyes. You know, they did a good job. The paint job, you know, it feels so natural. I really love this piece. Definitely, this is one that I'm telling you, I'm amazed. And here is pretty much the whole concept without the king and without, of course, the guard. So if you just want to display just like that, just for reference, man, that is amazing. They did terrific with this. I'm telling you, this is one of those pieces. Yes, it is expensive for sure. This is the estimated arrival for this is March of 2021, which is just a couple of months down the road. That you know, we are already in September, but you know, and I'm sure that it's going to be delayed. But it is just amazing. The work that put on into this piece is just on another level. All right, guys, there you have it. I'm telling you this is not only a collectible, this is a piece of art. It is amazing what Weta Workshop has done with the Masters Collection. The first year we had Gollum. I wasn't crazy about it, still on sale if I'm not mistaken. The second year I was paying attention with Treebeard, that piece went out quickly. And last year, of course, we have Gandalf and Frodo. And at that moment, I was telling myself, I don't think they can surpass this. Well, they did this year with this piece. This is better than the rest. And I cannot think what's going to be next year and the following year. I'm sure they have ideas. So it is amazing. I'm surprised of this piece. You know, I'm blown away by what they're doing. Other companies are getting closer to produce, you know, good stuff. We have Prime One Studio, we have Iron Studios, but I do believe that Weta Workshop is still king of the hill, and everyone knows it. But what is your opinion? What do you think about this piece? Are you excited for it? What do you think about the price point? I don't think that the average collector cannot afford it, but if you're a hardcore fan, this is a must-have for sure. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. God bless, take care, and I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.